In June of 1775, a pivotal moment in American history was unfolding. Even before the United States had formally declared its independence from British rule, the seeds of revolution had already been sown deep within the hearts and minds of the colonists. A group of determined men representing the 13 colonies gathered in Philadelphia, the burgeoning heart of revolutionary fervor. They were there to confront the escalating crisis and to make a daring decision that would forever alter the course of history. Recognizing the urgent need for a unified defense, they resolved to create the Continental Army, a bold step towards challenging the might of the British Empire. At that moment, with tensions reaching a boiling point, the colonies desperately needed an organized defense force to protect their rights and liberties. The British Army, a well-trained and formidable fighting machine, was undeniably the most powerful force in the world at that time, a daunting adversary for the fledgling colonies. Yet, despite the overwhelming odds, our founders, driven by an unwavering belief in freedom and self-governance, knew they had to stand together, united in their resolve. They understood that division would lead to defeat, and that only through collective action could they hope to achieve their aspirations, or they would fall separately. The Continental Congress, recognizing his exceptional leadership qualities, called upon George Washington, a respected figure from Virginia. They entrusted him with the immense responsibility of leading this new and untested force into battle. He was chosen not just for his prior military experience gained during the French and Indian War, but also, and perhaps more importantly, for his impeccable character, his unwavering integrity, and his steadfast commitment to the cause of liberty. Washington possessed a unique ability to inspire and unite the troops, forging a sense of common purpose among men from diverse backgrounds and regions. These soldiers were drawn from different colonies, each with its own distinct identity and interests, yet all united by a shared desire for freedom. He became, for many, a symbol of resilience, the face of American hope, a beacon of light in the darkest of times. The first soldiers of the Continental Army were, in large part, ordinary citizens, farmers, blacksmiths, skilled artisans who traded their tools for muskets, and shopkeepers, men of commerce who left their businesses behind to answer the call of duty. They had little formal military training and were often desperately short on essential supplies, lacking proper uniforms, weapons, and even food. Still, driven by an unyielding belief in the principles of liberty and self-determination, they bravely marched out to fight for freedom, knowing that the future of their colonies and the generations to come rested on their shoulders. Their extraordinary courage and unwavering spirit in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds would forever be etched in the annals of American history, setting the standard for generations of soldiers to come. The birth of the Continental Army was about more than just fighting battles and winning military victories. It represented something far more profound. It was about building a nation from the ground up, forging a new identity, and establishing a society founded on the principles of liberty, equality, and justice for all. The Army's core values, the very essence of its being, loyalty to one another and to the ideals they were fighting for, duty to country and to the principles of freedom, respect for their fellow soldiers, for the civilian population, and for the laws of war, took root in those harsh and unforgiving early camps, where men from all walks of life came together to forge a common bond. These values have grown stronger and more deeply ingrained through every challenge and conflict the Army has faced since, shaping the character of the American military and inspiring generations of soldiers to serve with honor and distinction. From the crucible of the Revolutionary War, where citizen soldiers stood against tyranny, to the complex challenges of today, where technology and global dynamics shape the battlefield, the United States Army has stood as a steadfast guardian, defending freedom at home and abroad, projecting American power and safeguarding our interests. In the War of 1812, a defining moment for the young republic, soldiers, often outnumbered and ill-equipped, bravely protected the young nation's capital from invasion, ensuring the survival of American democracy. In the Civil War, a tragic chapter in American history, the Army, torn between North and South, fought to unite a divided land, at a cost of immense sacrifice and bloodshed. It was a conflict marked by unwavering conviction and bravery on both sides, forever shaping the American identity. Through these trials and tribulations, each generation answered the call to serve, stepping forward to defend the values and ideals upon which the nation was founded. World Wars I and II, global conflagrations that tested the limits of human endurance, showed the world what American soldiers, with their unwavering determination and innovative spirit, could do on the battlefield. They stormed beaches in Normandy, facing withering fire and insurmountable odds, crossed frozen fields in the Bulge, enduring brutal conditions to halt the enemy advance, and liberated towns across Europe, bringing freedom and hope to those oppressed by tyranny in the Pacific, island by island, at a terrible cost. But the army was not just a fighting force. It was more than just combat prowess and strategic might. It was a symbol of hope to millions, a beacon of freedom, and a promise of a better future. The army has also served in Korea, standing against the tide of communism, Vietnam, a conflict that tested the nation's resolve, Iraq, Afghanistan, and countless other places around the globe, often in harm's way. In every conflict, regardless of the cause or the location, soldiers have faced danger with resolve, demonstrating courage and selflessness in the face of adversity. They have protected lives, often at great personal risk, rebuilt communities torn apart by war and disaster, and stood by allies in the face of threat, upholding commitments and fostering international security. Yet, the Army's mission is not only about war, it extends far beyond the battlefield. It is about defending peace, promoting stability, and providing humanitarian assistance to those in need. The men and women in uniform, representing the diverse fabric of American society, carry the nation's promise into every mission, every time, embodying the values of duty, honor, and selfless service. Courage is the very essence, the unwavering heartbeat of the Army. It's the bedrock upon which our soldiers stand, the fire that fuels their dedication, and the spirit that guides them through the darkest of times. It is the invisible armor they wear, protecting them from fear and doubt as they face unimaginable challenges. Every medal, each gleaming symbol of valor, every memorial, a solemn testament to sacrifice, tells a story, a powerful narrative of someone who stood tall, unyielding, when it mattered most, when the stakes were highest, and the odds were stacked against them. These are the stories etched in our history, lessons in bravery that inspire us all. Sergeant Alvin York, a name synonymous with courage in World War I, captured enemy troops against all odds, a feat of extraordinary bravery and tactical brilliance that cemented his place in military history. His actions demonstrated the power of courage in the face of overwhelming adversity. Audie Murphy, another legend forged in the fires of conflict in World War II, held his ground alone atop a burning tank, a solitary figure defying the enemy, a beacon of resilience amidst the chaos of battle. His unwavering resolve saved countless lives and turned the tide of the engagement. Their bravery lives on, echoing through the ages, inspiring generations of soldiers to come. General Dwight D. Eisenhower, a leader who understood the weight of command, once said, "The truly heroic are those who stand firm, unyielding in the face of fear, those who confront their anxieties and push forward despite the overwhelming pressure." His words ring true today, resonating with the experiences of our modern soldiers. Courage is not just found in the heat of battle, on the front lines of conflict, it is also present in the quiet moments. Helping a wounded friend, offering comfort and care amidst the chaos, or writing a letter home, sharing a piece of themselves with loved ones far away. Today's soldiers show courage in new ways, adapting to the evolving challenges of the modern world. They clear landmines with steady hands and brave hearts, risking their own lives to save children's lives. They stand watch in distant lands, far from home, protecting freedom and security. They help rebuild schools in war-torn villages, offering hope and a future to communities ravaged by conflict. Each act, big or small, every gesture of kindness and service, makes a difference, creating a ripple effect of positive change. As one veteran, a wise voice of experience, put it so eloquently, "We were ordinary people, drawn from all walks of life, but we did extraordinary things together, united by a common purpose and a shared commitment to service." That spirit of service, that unwavering dedication to something greater than oneself, shines through every generation of the Army, a legacy of courage and commitment that will endure for years to come. The Army's mission goes far beyond the battlefield. Around the world, Army soldiers bring hope and help to those in need. In disaster zones, they clear roads, rescue families, and deliver food and water. In earthquake-ravaged Haiti or hurricane-stricken New Orleans, their work saves lives. Army engineers have built bridges where floods washed them away. Medics set up clinics in villages with no doctors. These acts of service often mean the difference between life and death for those in crisis. The Army is always ready to lend a hand, From the Ebola outbreak in Africa to wildfire relief in California, soldiers step up. They bring not just strength but compassion. Through their actions, the Army shows that American values are not just defended, they are shared. Every mission, every act of kindness helps build a better world. In 2025, the United States Army celebrates a remarkable milestone: 250 years of service. Across the nation, towns and cities are marking this occasion with pride. Soldiers march in parades, flags wave along main streets, and families gather to say thank you. At the National Mall, a grand ceremony brings together veterans, active duty troops, and the American people. The president leads a moment of tribute. Bands play, jets fly overhead, and the Army's story comes alive through music, speeches, and remembrance. Overseas, in bases from Germany to Korea, soldiers gather for their own celebrations. Allies and partners join the tributes, honoring the shared sacrifices that have bound nations together. Every celebration, big or small, is a reminder of the Army's enduring spirit. It is a time to reflect on all that has been given and all that is yet to come. Honoring the fallen is a sacred duty. At Arlington National Cemetery, rows of white headstones stretch as far as the eye can see. Each one marks a life given for freedom. Memorials across the country echo with quiet respect. On the Army's 250th birthday, families gather to remember loved ones lost. Bugles play taps, flowers are laid on graves. It is a time of sorrow, but also of pride. The nation pauses to honor the men and women who never came home. General Mark A. Milley, 20th Chairman of the Joint Chiefs, once said, "We will never forget those who have sacrificed for us. Their legacy lives in every freedom we enjoy." His words remind us that sacrifice is the price of liberty. By remembering the heroes of the past, the Army strengthens its resolve for the future. Their courage lights the way for us all. The Army of tomorrow is being built today. New technology is changing how soldiers train, fight, and stay connected. Drones, robotics, and artificial intelligence help keep troops safe. Advanced body armor and medical care save lives on the battlefield. But the Army's future is about more than machines. It is about people. Leaders are working to make sure every soldier is cared for, both on and off duty. Mental health support, family programs, and education are top priorities. The Army is also working to ensure fairness and opportunity for all. Diversity and equity are more than goals. They are strengths. Every background, every story adds to the Army's power. Readiness means more than being ready to fight. It means being ready for anything. The Army prepares for every challenge with courage and care. Modernizing the Army means giving soldiers the best tools and support possible. Research labs across the country are inventing new gear, safer vehicles, and smarter communications. These advances help keep soldiers a step ahead. Supporting troops also means caring for their health and families. The Army invests in counseling, job training, and veteran services. No one is left behind. Veterans are honored and respected for their sacrifices. Programs help them find new purpose after service. Leaders listen to soldiers. Feedback from the field shapes new policies and programs. The Army is a team, and every member matters. The promise is simple: those who serve will be cared for. The Army keeps that promise every day in ways big and small. For 250 years, the U.S. Army has stood watch over this nation. Its story is one of service, sacrifice, and honor. From the fields of Lexington to the mountains of Afghanistan, soldiers have given their best so others might live free. As America celebrates this milestone, gratitude fills every heart. We thank the soldiers who served today, the veterans who served before, and the families who stand by them. Their courage inspires us. Looking forward, the Army faces new challenges, but its mission endures: to defend the nation, aid the helpless, and stand for what is right. The Army's future is bright, built on the foundation of 250 years of strength. May the next 250 years be filled with honor, compassion, and hope. The U.S. Army will continue to serve, always faithful, always ready.